I don't remember much about my childhood, like most people. Those memories are always vague, and eventually you realize whatever you remembered is probably just a reminiscent memory. You don't have much choice in the matter, and usually you convince yourself that your memory would never fail you. The first memory I had was when I was 5. I'm not sure if it's real or not, but I think that's when I met Michael. I never had many friends, so I was glad to have met him. He called me Jack, and I liked it. As uncertain I am if I remember our first encounter, there's no doubting the strong bond we immediately formed. I won't bore you with details or what we did every day for the past few years, but I will outline some of the things we did together. I assure you, most of the spectator among the readers of our friendship, Michael was slightly effeminate child. He didn't have many friends at school either. He was bullied, and the highlight of his day was coming home and sharing a cup of tea with me, all while telling me his woes and lessening his burns. And the tea, unlike the words of the consultation, was make-believe. Another one of his favorite activities was cutting my hair. He would always style it in short sorts of ways and enjoy it each one of the forms. Fortunately for him, my hair grew expectantly fast and often got a chance to restyle it. There was one thing that constantly strained me about our relationship, though. Don't get me wrong, Michael had absolutely no hard feelings towards each other. It was his parents. They didn't approve of me, and I couldn't tell you why, even if I tried. It wasn't disapproval. I began to think they hated me. The longer our friendship lasted, the worse it got. It pains me to even think about it, so I won't dwell on this for long. As quickly as our relationship had intentionally flourished, it began to diminish after 2 years. Michael grew and became a stocky football player, and I remained exactly the same as before, scrawny and completely incompatible with competing in other athletic sports. He made new friends and started to ignore me. This hurt me a lot, especially since there was nothing for him there. His abandoning me was the last thing I expected, and it hit me hard. I felt like I had no one left in the world. As I sit here in the corner of the room and write this, I can see Michael and his friends watching TV. Sometimes it seems like he notices me and looks my way. But I know better. I have no resigned to my fate. He created me, but forget, he will never destroy me. So this was actually a rather good creepypasta. I actually enjoyed it a lot, and if you guys didn't get the full detail behind the story, basically as a child, this kid Michael, he was bullied a lot, and he had not mental problems, but he was just sad and all alone all the time. So he decided to come up with an imaginary friend named Jake, and throughout his childhood and everything, he was there to accompany him through it and express his feelings. But later on, when Michael became a young man, he started getting friends and getting into sports and expanding and flourishing with what he is recently detained, and he slowly started to forget about Jake, and this is where the story ends. And Jake's an imaginary friend, and I thought this was a really good ending to the story. It wasn't like super creepy, and I don't really aim for that one in these. What I aim for is more towards, a good story, something that's worth listening to. And I know I'm not the best reader ever, but we will slowly get better at that. But if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. This was Rage Gaming with Resurrection TV. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys all in the next video.